Hello everyone, it's Jamal again, and in this video we'll be trying to use GitHub Copilot on VS Code. We'll try to get it to formalize uh, each lemma of the proof I try to develop for the perfect keyword problem. But this is a partial progress in the problem, and so I've been able to actually work on the proof that for we are going to consider a side which is prime or product semi-prime. Perfect cuboids do not exist for that case, considering any given side. And so it's we'll first share the screen and see. Yeah, we'll share screen. So yeah, this is VS Code. This was my work I've been able to work on. So these are some of the results I had. So lemma 2.1, you know, um, I'll get it to formalize my proof for me in lean language. Whatever gaps that are there, I'll get it to um, whatever gaps that exist, would copy paste it into DeepSeek, get it to fill in those gaps, or maybe Claude AI. Yeah, and afterwards, if it works, all right, we'll try to translate it into LaTeX language. That's the idea. So we'll get started. So um, this plan constraint will be fine. Yeah. So I think we should go to overleaf. Just here. So we'll go to overleaf. We'll copy paste lemma 2.1 and all of its proof, and then I'll get it. I'll get this one to formalize it for me. Let me see something. Let me do this one. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's try something. And so we go to lemma. That's basically the same as what I had on VS Code. So I go to lemma 2.1 on strict divisor ordering. Yeah. So you see this lemma over here. We're going to copy paste lemma 2.1, all of lemma 2.1, and then we'll get that guy to formalize it from as VS Code, GitHub Copilot, which is there. So yeah. So we now go to VS Code. This is lemma 2.1. And so yeah. Yeah. To the options here. Yes. So let's see what happens. Let's try. Let's see. So it's formalizing lemma 2.1 for us. Let's see. Oh, okay. That's what I think want more details. So let's go. Oh, yeah, no problem. Uh, so once it fills this gap, the idea would now to go back to my DeepSeek and get to translate all of these formalizations into LaTeX format. That's the idea. So we wait and see. I think this is okay. So right now, what we'll do is this: we'll copy. So right now, VS Code or GitHub Copilot has just finished formalizing this lemma 2.1. We will take it. I just copy pasted it. We'll go to DeepSeek here. Let's see. So let's see. I just copy pasted it into DeepSeek, and I'm going to again to translate it into LaTeX. Yes. So the goal would be to formalize as many as we can with this method. Let's see how far GitHub Copilot and VS Code will take us, and then afterwards, would if you're able to eventually do this for all proposed lemmas and corollaries or whatever in my paper, I would seek expert feedback if the proof is right enough, And I'm putting this video out there, and if there are feedbacks, there are ideas on ways to do things better too. I'm putting this also out there too. Okay. So right now we go back to VS Code. No, let's go to Overleaf. Where is that guy? So we go to Overleaf. We'll take the next proof. So next lemma 2.2. This is it, which is called divisor ordering constraint. So we'll copy paste that. Until prime something constraint. Where's that guy? Yeah, until here. Copy paste. Okay. Now formalize. Yeah. So let's see. So it's still formalizing lemma 2.2. Let's see. Oh wow. Okay, there's no, it looks like there's no gap to fill here. No sorry commands, nothing. This should be good. So we copy paste this here. Hmm. So okay, we'll copy paste this until this. So the idea now would be to go back to overleaf, overleaf, and we'll duplicate this paper. You see, so that we always have the original copy in case whatever. Yeah. So let's go here and wherever we'll replace lemma 2.2 with what we have now. So let's do something. Let's see what this looks like. So this is what lemma 2.2 looks like now. Okay. So let's go back to VS Code to handle lemma 2.3. What does lemma 2.3 say? This guy, prime constraint. Let's go to the main text. I should have even this even more convenient. Let me no, no, no. Let's see. Cuboid. Constraints. So this one. Let me see. This looks spectacularly short for me. Oh. Yeah. So I'm going to attach the paper. Oh, looks like they are no. Okay. It's beginning to look too real to be true. But anyways, I'll formalize as many as this allows me, and yeah. At the end of the day, this is not going to be published without getting at least expert feedback. But expert feedback that what I'm doing is right or it makes sense. So yeah. I'm just doing what I can do. Yeah. So while this is busy doing its work, what I'd also say is that if you are able to do this for all cases of all lemmas as proposed in my paper, and we have a whole body of lemmas or what results of my paper, would generally it would make sense to run it all together on the online lean language like this. Yeah, something of this in this format, even though this is not a complete one, but I'm just illustrating something. And the goal is to make sure that lean formalization runs properly. It has to run correctly. Yeah, and if that's not the case, I once again put my work on Zulip to ask for feedback and see what didn't I do right, what did I do right. If there's a way of also filling in those gaps, getting feedbacks like that, we'll see how that advances the problem. So back to business. Yeah. So once again, we'll copy this as we have it. Yeah, we'll copy this. And it goes to replace lemma 2.3. Yeah. So you are finding different ways to formalize this work. So this is what we have. Yeah. And then once we are done with this video, this particular paper, I'll drop it in the YouTube, the description section. And I want to, I'll get feedback. I've also left my Instagram, and I'll also leave my fake share or indirect ways of reaching me by mail too. So I mean, through those channels, one can find my mail to reach out to me. I just don't want to dump my email address. So yeah, whatever. As long as you guys understand me. So this is what I have so far for Lemma 2.3. And so I think we'll go on to Lemma 2.5 and we'll stop, and maybe in a second video I continue from Lemma 2.5 up until wherever we can stop, so that this video is not unnecessarily long and too boring. Yeah, I mean, only for the average viewer watching this video, they might not find it interesting because it might be a very, it might sound technical and all of that, but I'll just put this. I'll just do up until a certain point. Put a stop next time up until a certain point. Then yeah, we'll see how far we can go. So this up until lemma 2 point. We are now going to lemma 2.4. So we'll now copy paste everything about lemma 2.4. Yes. Okay. Okay, there are sorry commands here. But what strikes me is this import. We'll go to the lean website and find out. I'm particularly suspicious about this tactic. If this tactic, if we go to the lean website and find out that this is not, we'll come back and let this one know that what you're suggesting here, this is not, doesn't quite add up. So we'll go to lean website. Yeah. Okay, tactic list. Oh, it's a real thing. Okay. Oh, let me see. Oh, what does all tactics say? I see things like linearist. Oops. Okay. Also, the tactic thing is a real thing. Okay. But let's go somewhere. API. Yeah. Math lib. Okay, tactic is here. Okay. Huh. Tactic. And let's go for linear. Yes, so it is correct. Okay. So I think this can be right. This can be right. But we need to fill in those sorry commands. Uh, can you address those sorry commands? Let's see. Let's see. Well, right now, it's telling us to, compute the BC squared plus B squared plus C squared and the G squared. So I'll look for it and, mm, B squared plus C squared plus G squared. Okay, let's go. I think I'm much comfortable looking at overleaf on this. Scroll on top of it. So I just copy pasted um, compute B squared plus C squared. So I just copy pasted a part of my paper that addressed something like that, which is why I'm doing this. Okay, so this for lemma 2.4. Let me see what happens. But going through this paper, going through this translation, I'm seeing that even though this one is proven that this cannot hold, some way, somehow, it feels weird that, I mean, what am I thinking? Yeah, I don't, okay, let me see, let me do this, address something. It's raining. Yeah. I hope you can see my correspondences here. Yeah. Its initial formalization of lemma 2.4 looked like it made sense somehow, but it was too short. And also, it earlier asked me some questions, you know. Yeah, I didn't feel like it was, you know, given that A is a product of two primes, which is denoted by A equals PQ, it did not really integrate that into my work, how I handled other generic cases, something, if I'm using the right words. Which is why all of these correspondences are happening. So this was, yeah, this was its formalization of lemma 2.4 with some gaps, you know. So I came here down here, requoted certain this I requoted this. I requoted all of this here. Yeah, over here. I think has been able to do it. Copy paste this. Let me see. Mm. Wow. Let me see. Still working. I think I've been a bit silent for some time. So yeah. I'm still asking some questions because I felt like it was because when you come back here to look at the translation, it looked like it was pretty much regurgitating whatever I gave to it without adding. Because I wanted the VS Code to consider the fact that since we are looking at product of two primes where A can be equal to PQ, where PQ are two different primes or distinct primes, you should consider each and every possible divisor just to confirm the previous work above. But that's what I just asked to it. Let's see what it does, right? Yeah, but yeah, I just considering the answer this gave me, it felt too tiny for me. It was like you're only giving skeletons of work here. A rigorous proof of them at 2.4, incorporating A equals PQ, considering all devices of A in this sense. Let's see. It doesn't look like this guy capable of giving very long, rigorous answers. Okay, let me see. So yeah, I was saying that based on my guys give based on the previous ideas of yeah, GitHub Copilot, I'm getting it to fill in certain gaps. This guy doesn't change. It's working. Da, da, da. Let's see. I'm going to translate my work for me in a way that makes sense. So I've gone through a series of back and forth with DeepSeek, with Copilot, and and I put it into DeepSeek to translate those ideas. Whatever Copilot gave me, I translate it into overleaf style, yeah, LaTeX style, and then we see how far we can go with that. You know. Mm. So this is the answer we get. So once again, we'll copy paste this until the very end. Yeah. And this goes to replace lemma 2.4. Again, let's go to deep seek and see what I know. Why didn't I include this time around? No, let's do something. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, what? Oh my goodness. What? I'm. Oh my. That's one thing about following these things. It's worth being careful. Uh, Then it's not very different. Product of two primes. Product of two primes is biprime. Then yeah, then it's not very different. Oh, okay. Then I have to remove a lemma somewhere because I remember writing a lemma somewhere about. Oh yeah, okay. Then I think it was based on this new parameterization that I made. Yeah. Then let me keep this for yeah. Okay. Then I think it's okay. Keep this for now. It's okay. Oh, from those gaps. Okay, okay. I think it's valid. I think it's valid. So once again, we go back to lemma 2.5 and we'll stop. Because right now, I think this video might be longer than I even expected, but it's okay. Um, what is lemma 2.5? This parameterization completeness. So we'll copy paste this up until parameterization completeness. Okay. Yeah. So right now we're formalizing lemma 2.5. And I think after this end, we'll try to translate things into DeepSeek. That's if there are no gaps to fill here. And this is to welcome feedback, like I always say over here, because right now I'm just trying to work towards fully proving this problem, best case scenario, and at least if it happens that it's not going to come all for me, I would like to also get expect feedbacks. How do I improve this gaps to fill? What didn't I account for? I mean, it's worth getting experienced eyes on this. So okay. So lemma 2.5 is now formalized. So let's go here, overleaf. Sorry, Okay. And we go to lemma 2.5 here. Let me see what I did. Okay, I think I did it right. So as it stands now, I can now remove all this, all of this, guys. And, I put this here, and let's see how this comes out to look. So this is what it looks like now. Okay. So this is what it looks like. So this is what lemma 2.5 looks like. So I'll leave a symbol here to show that here from this asterisk you see below downwards, something for another time. Hopefully maybe next time from 2.6 to 2.10. Or yeah, we could, yeah. That would be fine so that because once this video is too long, which I think even this video is even in itself too, I think it's a bit too long, but at the end of the day, it's much you can easily watch it and it's a whole long streak. So I leave this here for now. And then here all the way. So so once again, I think this is where we end this video. Thanks for your time. And to wrap things up, I'm going to say that I'm going to just give a little bit oversight of what I did today, even though I know there's certain points of this video where I was very quiet, almost as if I was not, I was just doing stuff. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to me formalizing, you know, this lemma 2.1 like this. I only try to use GitHub Copilot to generate um, lean codes, which it was able to do a very good job today. Yeah, even though there were times I had to go back and forth, typing stuff here and there, but I think it did good over there. And I think I did same for lemma 2.2 here. Lemma 2.3, I formalized this today on DeepSeek. And lemma 2.5 here, I did that too. Yeah. And so I'll be open enough. Once this video is done, I'll share the link to my DeepSeek chats and interactions of what we did today. We'll put it on my description section. And I'm also aware that there's always a skepticism around using AI math research. And also, I've made my own online Google around math journals. And I've come to realize that they normally tend to, raise an eyebrow when you talk about AI in mathematics. So I'm just on deliberately doing this out there, So yeah, I'm I'm just putting in everything, and I'll be glad to get feedback. What can I do better? Whether this also of what of whether there are more, however, ways that lead us more to the solution, to the full proof of this problem. It would be nice to prove this problem in full, but whatever I've worked up until I've put it out there, and I just try to dilly with this to see how far this can take us. So I think I've spoken a lot, so I'll leave it at here for now. And so thanks for your time. Thanks for your time with me today. And some of my friends who I think they're watching this video because you see Jamal here and may not too much also understand what I'm doing here, but full appreciation for the time here too. So thanks very much. And I think we'll call this a day. We'll call this a day now. Ciao.